So before I even say, whatever I want to say, I don't want anybody to politicize whatever I am about to say. But you know what? As a country, the truth must be told. We are in a country where when you begin to speak your mind, you begin to criticize a particular sitting government, then you become, a tag. People tag you as being an NPP or an NDC. Please, I am going to speak as a Ghanaian, not as an NDC or NPP. This issue of flooding, it's something that we have been, fighting for a very long time. We've had Ministry of Sanitation spend close to $43 million to distill Odo River so that this whole issue of flooding will be a thing of the past. But it looks like whenever it rains, we still experience the same issues. So what are we not doing right as a people? What is actually happening? Why is it that all the solutions we profess to our problems do not work? I don't want to mention some current solutions that our current government has professed that these solutions are going to work well, and they are going to work to minimize or to stop something, serious. But at the end of the day, the things still persist. This whole issue about flooding, it has been on government's agenda for several years. Government has spent a lot of money on this issue of flooding, just to curb the whole menace. But we end up experiencing the same thing. So what are we using the money for? We voted for a government who came up with all kinds of measures to ensure that the city was arrested. What has happened to the cities? We voted for a government who came up with all kinds of measures to ensure that, petrol, the cost of it goes down. Oil for gold or gold for oil policy. What has it achieved? Has the cost of petrol, diesel gone down in this country? No. So why do we keep on doing the same thing over and over again? It looks like we can't actually find solutions to our own problems. Is it that we are doing, something wrong? What is wrong with us as Ghanaians? Yes, I do not take away the fact that this whole flooding issue also has to do with the attitude of some of us. Some citizens, some irresponsible citizens are also behind this whole flooding issue. Because you go to Accra and some of these people pour rubbish in gutters, in flowing streams. And what do you expect when you do that? Very often, yes, we are quick to judge the government, but then also you should also know that these people are doing these things because they don't have anywhere to put these rubbish or to throw these rubbish off. Accra is so choked. No wonder the name is Nkran. You know Nkrani. The place is so choked to the extent that just even getting a place to throw a rubbish away, it's even a problem in Accra today. This whole flooding issue and government going back and forth partly has to do with overcrowding in Accra. Why are we doing this to ourselves as a country? And instead of leaders to take pragmatic steps to ensure that, this thing is, is curbed, they keep on professing different solutions that does not work. And that is where my problem is. Look at Accra. Look at what is happening. Just look at. You see, Ghana, I am always, I say that we are lucky that we've not experienced anything that is that sort of, natural disaster, something that can, in some countries, Charlie, these tornadoes and stuff like that, tsunamis, and they could rip off almost a whole town. We are lucky we've not, experienced any of that. But still, look at our situation as a country, as a people. I earlier indicated that I'm not doing politics. But something must be done about Accra flooding. Something radical must be done about Accra flooding. If it is about demolishing some structures, some unauthorized structures in Accra that will make Accra work, it should be done. We can't continue like this as a country. Spend a whole $43 million to distill Odo River, a river which we assume is a cause of some flooding areas in Accra, and yet $43 million, yet we are still experiencing this as a country, then something is wrong. Something is heavily wrong. And that thing must be done, and if it must be done, it must be done well. I rest my case. You can share your views and comment, but please don't attack me. I am not attacking any government. I'm saying what it is. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.
White one. White one, don't yeah, you know.